Krystles method. Sorry I'm having to break this up like this. However, I'm not a professional and this isn't pre-planned. But unfortunately, the devil's gonna try to get in any way he can. I was talking about May 22nd. See, I don't want to have to start the thing over every time. However, if someone catches on to one of the other videos, they're going to be like, what is she talking about? So this could be a good thing, though, because it can lead people into, okay, we'll work it out. The first stage of the awakening was the chaos, then bliss, where everything feels like ecstasy and it's happy, but then you have the come down. Okay, you have the everything comes to surface, your anxiety, your insomnia, your worry, your fear, your, just that yuckiness, which is called the dark night of the soul. However, what that is doing now is bringing it to surface, but it's healing it. And the more energy that you apply into something, the less effect, the less power that it has. So it's bringing everything to surface. So when it gets like that, you have to learn how to detach your mind from going insane. If you can meditate, then you know what I mean. I used to freak out feeling like I can't meditate, I can't stop thinking. That's what my method has been so amazing. Like turn on the black light, paint with the fluorescent colors, make it pretty, and it just, ooh, colors, it kind of distracts you. And you put music to it, and then you start hearing about yourself, about your life. Then when it starts to sing about what hand movements you're doing or what you're thinking, I've synchronized with life so powerful that it's beautiful. To me, it's beautiful. And if you're around me, then you know exactly what I'm saying. If you're a part of my life, then you connect. If you are not a part of my life, I hope that you do receive from any of my messes the blessing I'm trying to deliver. Okay, so detaching yourself from your thoughts. It's a part of laws of attraction. The secret of detachment of the consciousness. The best way to start training your thoughts is to put yourself in the feeling of receiving what you want. Like you've already received it. Like if you want to win the lottery, put yourself in that emotion and start manifesting it. Let go of the outcome, but because that's the fear. It's always good to think about scenarios, what have you, but you can actually apply the conflict involved. Stop limiting yourself now, because for it to happen, you have to be able to disguise the limit. You know what I mean? So be sure not to conform that. Let go of resistance. We tend to become our own conflict, our own roadblock. So when losing my legs, I have learned to sit down and listen. Sit down and listen. Pay attention, and whether I want to or not, I can't just walk away. You know what I mean? So I've had to learn patience. I've had to learn to take it. You know what I mean? When you first wake up, that's the best time to start, like when to start. So as you're listening now, it'd be like me saying, okay, now we can make this happen. When you wake up, relax. Just focus on your breath, just breathe. When your mind's alert. Instead of your stress, your goals, you just relax. After about 10 minutes, then start thinking about what you want to do, what you want for yourself, like positive, and then experience the emotions that I was talking about, like the celebration of it. Then let go and let the universe have it. And you will be amazed that the universe works with you. It's actually, so it's beautiful. It really is. But see, there's that dark energy that's very real too, you know, and it causes conflict too. So watch your thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We can actually sit on the sidelines. Focus on what you do have. Be grateful. Make sure you are grateful and you show appreciation, so you get that reaction back too. So you can merge reality into your fantasy and let them merge, and it becomes a comfortable ground for you. We are asleep mentally and powerless. Someone always has authority over. So we need to be alert. And it says, drink not to a drunken state, because when God comes, he's going to come like a thief in the night. So if you're drunken, and how the heck are you supposed to make the right choices and decisions? And me, I'm defenseless. I have to rely on what a person says, because I'm going to count on it, believe it. But down to a drink, you know, using the bathroom, I have to crawl, you know. I mean, the house is too small to where can't even really use my chair. And so it's like, I don't like asking for things. That I try to save it. That way when I ask, I don't have to feel bad for it, because a person would make you feel bad. Like, you know, I'm not your slave, and I don't want anybody to feel like that. Intention. Energy will grow actions towards your thoughts. Our thoughts are creating reality. We are creating it. We probably have done this several times, and when we're born, we forget. However, we're at a point in our life where we chose, like, yeah, we'll get through it. So it's like a video game, and I'm so confident in, like, this actually making sense in the end and doing its job, that I yet have found a match that can battle or debate. I'm not saying I don't learn from other people. I'm very seeking. I'm just not around I'm not around anybody type of thing. But my struggle is so surreal that I eat the scroll, the word. You are an immortal spiritual being, not just of this physical world. When you start realizing, things will start moving very quickly. You hear what I say? We are immortal to the spiritual world, to our spiritual body, and not just of this physical world. But when we realize the realization of it, things are going to start moving very quickly. We came here to discover our spiritual self. How soon is up to us. How we get there is up to us, and we forget, like I said, because we were born. That's how the game is. We grow. And to choose how we want to play it, discovering the conscious self. Our heart self and our mind self, we always talk about what's in our heart, but it's not really what's in our heart, it's what's in our head. Connect to higher self, your source, your God, your angels, your higher self that's within you, that serves you. Feeling is the greatest essence of communication. Did you hear me? Feeling is the greatest essence of communication. Krystles' method is creative wisdom. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But they'll never forget how you made them feel. Honor and experience the power of human energy. The final stage of your awakenings, when it comes together, now the energy has the most transformative power, and people and energy will start to come together. For creative wisdom, we have the ability to create anything. Process of steps. Realize that we are and we live in a multi-dimensional world. Three-dimensional reality. We have to choose to experience, or we have the choice to experience poverty and fallen. Duality, contrast, polarity. We are victims of letting the world influence our mind and our hearts. We are and exist in the multi-dimensions at once. Not only do we exist, there's astral, higher self, lower, 2 dimension, 1 dimension, angelic entity. We're not the only things that exist. We have the, I can never say this word, the extraterrestrials, the idiots, galaxies. We have the stars, the planets, the planes of reality. These are my notes, by the way. They have always had a strong influence over us. We just didn't, we were blind because we didn't know. And once you discover yourself, then you just know. It's going to be what they said at the end. I know we're all familiar with that. It kind of just was like a deja vu for me, in a sense. But all this seeking, all this searching, and in the end, we're just going to find ourselves there. Example of our purpose. We choose the experience. A 4-year-old. God is not fair. The 4-year-old, passed away of cancer. However, her death had created an awakening for charity, for the research, the knowledge, hundreds and thousands and probably millions of people were affected by, that particular story. But there's so many, and I think I can't get into my opinion on the depth of the levels of insanity, but through the traumas, through these things, there's testimony. And you can't really understand your light until you have come from the dark. You can't really appreciate it. And the depth of it, there's actually levels. And I promise you, by the time I'm finished getting my whole thing out today in these bunch of little skits, you'll have a little bit more of a open mind. I'm not asking you to believe in what I believe in. I want you to just listen and apply, maybe apply my method to yours. Only I'm just trying to show you the different venues. It's up to you to choose on how you feel on your drive, because we can be completely different realms and be completely on point. But that's because that's your realm and that's mine. It doesn't mean we're wrong or right. Don't let it, dogma. It's I did a video on that. Dogma is letting somebody tell you how, to believe in their spiritual belief. And it's not right. That's not right. Okay, so that's the end of this little scenario. And I'll back really quick on my acts, my testimony. I'm gonna end this one here shortly, and I'm gonna start having little musical things going on. It's trying to involve involve you in where I'm at. And the camera never justifies things. It's like my perception and what it looks like and what I see on the camera is completely like, wow, it doesn't look so cool. So I'm ghetto fabulous, and I just, once you discover that part of you, it's fun. You know what I mean? Like, you can give me a Goodwill box full of junk, and I will make it rock. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather do that and organize it and recreate than go into the store and having to tear open the packages for new stuff, because it ends up breaking anyway. I'm very hard on things. I have a couple of different pages on Facebook. You can, if it intrigues you in any way, if you're curious, I'm still amazed by this story, just on the fact that I was chosen and I get to tell the story. Now, not too big on the whole nervousness and the knowing on how to make it all happen, but I have to be this wreck, I guess. That way you would see it clean up. Krystles method. I'm ending this one. The phone's ringing again. Talk to you soon.